Great pleasure to be here today for this historic occasion, the 75 years of Badgam landing, in which after the instrument of accession was signed, we moved in quickly our troops. Srinagar airfield was saved, and thereafter we could launch a further offensive and push the Pakistan military, which came as Kabylis, further back. I am sure if the UN had not intervened, perhaps the entire Kashmir would have been ours. It was not only IF and Army's participation in Badgam, but there were many small missions which were carried out, which has resulted in ensuring freedom of free Kashmir. What I'm reminded of is one of the seizures of Poonch. People who had come from Pakistan, who had migrated from Pakistan, they built an airstrip at Poonch in 7 days and without much of mechanical support, and which had resulted in our aircraft landing in Poonch and saving entire Poonch, an entire area of, which is other side of Banihal and Pir Panjal. We also carried out attacks in Srinagar airfield till the fuel ran out by fighter aircraft. We also carried out attack at Skardu, without which, in fact, that attack at Skardu was at ammunition dump, and that mission was being monitored by General Timaya from the air. And it is very interesting to what he claimed when he saw this whole ammunition dump blowing up. We also activated Leh during that period by Meher Singh, and all these activities which were carried out by Indian Air Force and Army actually has resulted in ensuring the freedom of this part of Kashmir. And I'm sure someday the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir will also join this part of Kashmir, and we will have a whole of Kashmir in years to come. Thank you and Jai Hind. Indian Air Force has built over the years 1970. Indian Air Force came into being in 1932, with one squadron being formed in 1932, and most of the squadron came into being only in 1939-40, towards the end of Second World War, as Royal Indian Air Force. When India got independence, that is the time the Air Force was a very fledgling force when compared to our Army or Navy. But in short period of time, from then to 47, we made a remarkable difference. And since then, in every war, whether it was 47-48, whether it was 65, whether it was 1971 war or Kargil war, in every war we had made the difference. And we have become a very capable force, and the years to come we will continue to serve the nation with honor. Thank you.
What are the challenges that Indian Air Force face at present?
Indian Air Force faces many challenges. The basic challenge that we face is of technology. The rate of change of technology is so fast in the world today that we have to keep pace with that. And if any nation which is to grow economically has to have a strong military, and we must do and fulfill our obligation to the nation in the years to come, for which we are always ready for the challenge. देखिए, ड्रोन के अटैक्स जो है बहुत ही छोटा अटैक है और बहुत ही कम डैमेज कर सकता है, लेकिन उसके लिए हमने इक्विपमेंट पहले से ही तैयार कर रखा था. उसको यहाँ पर पहले डिप्लॉय भी किया गया था. अब उस डिप्लॉयमेंट को फर्दर हम बढ़ाते हुए और प्रोक्योरमेंट करके और जगह हमने डिप्लॉय किया है. एंड ड्रोन चैलेंज जो है बहुत छोटा चैलेंज है, एंड वी विल बी एबल टू डील विद दैट चैलेंज एज एंड व्हेन इट कम्स.
Soon after independence, the Pakistani forces invaded Jammu and Kashmir. On 26th October 47, the instrument of accession was signed, and on 27th October 47, First Sikh, under the command of Lieutenant Colonel Diwan Ranjit Rai, landed at this airport, at this airfield. The Indian Army, men and women of Kashmir, brave soldiers of Jammu and Kashmir state forces showed great courage and bravery, forcing the enemy to withdraw and eventually evicting them and saving Kashmir. Chinar Corps of Indian Army and Western Air Command on this 75th anniversary has attempted to commemorate this historic event of air landing operations. I fully believe that you must have enjoyed each and every moment of this reenactment. History should never be forgotten, lest it shall be repeated. The people of our country, and particularly Jammu and Kashmir, should remember that when the guards are down, the enemy of humanity will prey on innocents. The memory of unilateral violation of standstill agreement the rape, murder, loot and arson at Baramulla and other villages and towns of Jammu and Kashmir may seem distant for the current generation and well forgotten. But the enemy of our wonderful nation continues to be devious and evolving in different forms and formats, attacking us through subcommunal domain in both physical and mind space. So this reenactment is a grim reminder to those who have forgotten the miseries brought upon their elders, the sacrifice of brave Kashmiris who defended the honor against a brutal and unethical force. Let us honor and remember the gallant soldiers of Indian Army and Indian Air Force who risked all on this day to land at this very ground zero in face of the enemy to serve and save the honor of the nation and unprotected people of Kashmir.